name is Lina. Today we are going to needle felt a small pumpkin house with a little mouse inside. For this project you will need a needle felting mat. I use both a foam and a brush mat for this one. A clover cleaner brush for cleaning the mats, felting needles, 36 triangle and 38 star. To make things faster, I recommend using handles that hold multiple needles together. A pipe cleaner, glass safety eyes, sharp scissors, multi-purpose glue, colored wool bedding. You will need shades of orange and yellow, as well as some green for the pumpkin, shades of gray and a little bit of pink for the mouse. Let's get started. We'll make the pumpkin house first. Take a large piece of your base orange color and start felting it into a flat shape from both sides. Use 36 triangle needles. After a bit of felting, roll the shape into a cylinder with the bottom and attach the both ends to make a vase shape. You can add more wool as you need. Start adding more shapes of orange and yellow to give your pumpkin a better texture. Keep felting from both sides using 36 triangle needles. From time to time, turn your pumpkin inside out to felt from both sides. As the shape gets denser, I start folding the wool around the entrance to make it smaller. I thought that the house would look cozier that way. I switch to 38 star needles and start working on entrance edge. I add more wool and needle felt the edge to make it smoother. I keep using different shades of orange to add texture. After I smooth out the doorway, I keep felting to make the pumpkin firmer. I also keep adding more colors on the outside. Now it's time to add some detail to shape the pumpkin. I mark the bottom of the pumpkin with a dark spot. I then take two 36 triangle needles and start making the notches around the pumpkin. Keep felting until you are satisfied with the depth of the notches. When the lines are distinct and deep, I add some dark wool for more contrast. You can keep using 36 triangle needle for this. Now, I start making the stem. I roll the dark green wool into a tight small cylinder shape and start felting, leaving one end of the stem loose as we are going to attach it to the pumpkin. I use 36 triangle needles to form the stem first. I later switch to 38 star needles to make the stem smoother. Keep felting until you are satisfied with the shape of the stem. When the stem is ready, attach it to the pumpkin by needle felting the loose end with 38 star needles. Continue using 38 star needles on the stem base until you are satisfied with the smoothness. Your pumpkin house is ready. Now we need a tenant for it. Let's make a mouse, who I think will fit perfectly in the little pumpkin house. Before starting, make sure to clean your needle felting mat to avoid orange wool fibers mixing up with the colors of the mouse. Take a piece of gray wool and roll it tightly into a long egg shape. This will be both the body and the head of the mouse. Start felting with 36 triangle needles. When felting, make one end of the shape sharper. This will be the nose. Make a round-shaped rear end. When your mouse body starts to get shape, make some eye holes with 36 triangle needles. Your eye holes should match the size of your glass eye beads. By the way, if you don't have glass safety eyes, you can needle felt the eyes as well. I add another, darker shade of gray wool on the back to make it stand out a bit. I also use some pink wool to make the nose. As I use safety glass eyes, I need to cut holes for them. I use sharp scissors to do that. I then glue the eyes in. Now, let's make the ears. Needle felt them separately on the mat. Start by using two similarly sized pieces of gray wool. Make the flat ear shapes by needle felting the wool from both sides, and remember to keep one end loose, as you are going to need it to attach the ears to the head. Add some pink detail on the ears. When the ears are done, attach them to the mouse's head. Now, let's make the tail. Take a piece of pipe cleaner and a long strand of gray wool. Wrap the wool around the pipe cleaner tightly and secure it with 38 star needles. Leave one end of the pipe cleaner open to attach it to the body. Make a hole with scissors and glue the tail in. You can then add more wool and needle felt around it. You can also curl the tail. That's it! You now have a little woolen mouse with its pumpkin house. Thank you! I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please press like and subscribe to my channel. I also encourage you to share this video with your friends. Until next time!